Hello everyone, this is Ankit Verma, and in this video lecture, I will talk about the great Mughal Emperor Akbar, also known as Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. And at the end of the lecture, we will get to know everything about that why he is the greatest ruler of the Mughal Empire and how he consolidated the mighty Mughal Empire. There's a lot to learn and a lot to know about it. So guys, let's start. Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, famously known as Akbar the Great, was the third emperor of the mighty Mughal Empire after Babur and Humayun, and succeeded him as the emperor in the year 1556. Right, at the tender age of just 13, succeeding his father Humayun at the critical stage, he slowly enlarged the extent of Mughal Empire to include almost all of the Indian subcontinent. He extended his power and influence over the entire country due to his military, political, cultural, and economic dominance. Akbar was born as Abul Fath Jalaluddin Muhammad at the Umerkor fort in the Sindh on October 15, 1542. His father Humayun was in flight after his defeat in the Battle of Kannauj at the hands of Sher Shah Suri. As Humayun was in exile and had to move constantly, Akbar was brought up at the household of his paternal uncles, Kamran Mirza and Aksari Mirza. Growing up, he learned how to hunt and fight using various weapons, shaping up to be the great warrior who would be the greatest emperor of India. He never learned to read and write during his childhood, but that did not diminish his thirst for knowledge. He would often ask to be read about art and religion. Behram Khan ruled on behalf of the young emperor till he came of age. Akbar married his cousin Ruqayya Sultan Begum, daughter of his paternal uncle, in November 1551. Ruqayya became his chief consort after he ascended the throne. At the time of his ascent to the Mughal throne, Akbar's empire encompassed Kabul, Kandahar, Delhi, and parts of Punjab. But the Afghan Sultan Muhammad Adil Shah of Chuna had designed the throne of India and planned to wage war against the Mughals. His Hindu general Samrat Hemchandra Vikramaditya, also known as Hemu, led the Afghan army to capture Agra and Delhi soon after Humayun's death in 1556. Mughal army faced a humiliating defeat. Hemu ascended the throne on October 7, 1556 and established Hindu rule in the North India after 350 years of Muslim imperialism. On the direction of his regent Behram Khan, Akbar declared his intentions to reclaim his rights to the throne at Delhi. The Mughal forces moved to the Panipat through the Thaneshwar and faced Hemu's army on November 5, 1556, leading to the Battle of Panipat II. Hemu's army was much larger in size than that of Akbar's, with 30,000 horsemen and 1,500 war elephants, and he had support of native Hindu and Afghan rulers who considered the Mughals as outsiders. Baram Khan led the Mughal army from the back and placed skilled generals on the front, left, and right flanks. Young Akbar was kept at a safe distance by his regent. Initially, Hemu's army was in a better position, but sudden change in the tactics of Behram Khan and other general Ali Kuli Khan managed to overpower the enemy army. Hemu was on an elephant when he was struck by an arrow to his eye, and his elephant driver took his injured master away from the battlefield. Mughal soldiers pursued Hemu and captured him and brought him before Akbar. When he asked to behead the enemy leader, Akbar could not do this, and Behram Khan executed Hemu on his behalf, thus establishing the victory of the Mughals conclusively. The Second Battle of Panipat marked the beginning of glory days for the Mughal region in India. Akbar sought out to end the Afghan sovereignties that might be claimant for throne in Delhi laterwards. Akbar dedicated the first decade of his rule towards expanding his empire. Under the regency of Behram Khan, Ajmer, Malwa, and Ghartanga were annexed into the Mughal territories. He also captured Lahore and Multan, major cities of Punjab. Ajmer brought him to the doorway to Rajputana. He also claimed the Gwalior fort from the Sur rulers. He conquered Gondwana In 1556, from minor ruler Raja V. Narayan, Akbar forces met a formidable opponent in the young king's mother, Rani Durgavati, a Rajput warrior queen. On being defeated, Durgavati committed suicide, having consolidated his supremacy over most of north and central India. Akbar turned his attention towards Rajputana, which presented a formidable threat to his supremacy. He had already established his rule over Ajmer and Nagaur. In 1561, Akbar started his quest to conquer Rajputana. He employed force as well as diplomatic tactics to make Rajput rulers submit to his rule. Most of the Rajput rulers accepted his sovereignty except the Sisodia ruler of Mebar Uday Singh. This presented a problem for Akbar on his designs to establish unquestioned supremacy over the region. In 1567, Akbar attacked the Chittorgarh fort in Mewar that represented a key strategic importance towards establishing rule in Rajputana. Uday Singh chiefs Jaimal and Batal held off the Mughal forces for 4 months in 1568. Uday Singh was banished to hills of Mewar. Uday Singh's son, Rana Pratap, put up a formidable resistance to Akbar's expansion of power. He was the last Rajput offenders and fought till his heroic end in the Battle of Haldighati in 1576. In 1593, Akbar set out to conquer Deccan territories. He faced opposition to his authority in Ahmednagar and attacked the Deccan state in 1595. The principles of Akbar's administration were based on morale as well as material welfare of his subjects. He retained ultimate judicial, legislative, and administrative power above anyone else. The entire empire was divided into 15 subas, and each province being governed by a subedar, along with other regional posts. Mirroring that in the center, he introduced Mansabdari system to effectively organize the military. Akbar consisted of several divisions, that is, cavalry, infantry, elephants, artillery, and navy. Land revenue was the chief source of income for Mughal government, and Akbar introduced several reforms in the revenue department as well. The major social reform introduced by Akbar was the abolition of pilgrimages tax and jizya for Hindus in 1563. Akbar was probably the first Islamic ruler in India who also sought stable political alliances through matrimony, and due to which he married several Hindu princesses. Political significance of these alliances were far-reaching for the Mughal Empire in securing strong royalty for these dynasties. This practice brought the Hindu and Muslim nobilities in close contact, securing a better, secular environment for the Mughal Empire. Akbar was also in regular correspondence with the Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. Akbar's rule was marked by wide religious tolerance and liberal outlook. Akbar was profoundly religious himself, yet he never sought to enforce his own religious views on anyone. Akbar became a follower of great Sufi mystic Sheikh Moinuddin Chishti and made several pilgrimages to his shrine at Ajmer. Akbar commissioned the building of several forts and mausoleums during his reign, and he was a great patron of art and culture. Although he could not read and write himself, he would appoint people who would read to his various topics of art, history, philosophy, and religion. He was died of a serious case of dysentery in 1605 at Fatehpur Sikri. He was buried at Sikandra, Agra. So, guys, this is it. This is all about Akbar. Hope you guys learned a lot from this video.